All right, heat number one will be Eric Burkhalter and Michael Christian on the front row, Joseph Smith, Doug McLaughlin on the second row, Zach Bache and Wesley Schreiner on the third row, Dakota Wilson rounding out the field for heat number one. And as I mentioned, Saturday morning, you can come cheer us on for the MS Society race. That is a 4-hour endurance race. It's usually a team event, but myself, several people running under the HTSAI banner, will be soloing the full 4 hours. You can contribute to the fundraiser. As of this morning, it was $614. You can find it on Facebook, on the How to Suck at iRacing Facebook page. If we hit $2,500, I will shave all my facial hair, my head, the whole nine. I'm used to shaving my head because I've been going bald since I was 19, but I've had a beard since I was 19 too. None of my children have ever seen me. My wife has never seen me without a beard. I don't remember the last time I saw me without a beard. I don't know what my own face looks like anymore. So go hit that fundraiser up, and if we hit $2,500, we can all find out what my face looks like under a beard at the same time. Michael Christian and Eric Burkhalter on the front row. Take a quick look at this half-mile track. They are under the sun. The track temperature, or the air temperature, is 78. Track temperature is 84. A lot hotter than what they had in the 305 race. Could make things a little bit interesting out there. Could it affect the dirt, dry it out, make it a little bit slipperier out there? We will have to wait and see. And how much faster will the lap times be when the feature is in the dark? That could come into play here tonight as well. Pace truck about to drop off heat number one of the 358s. About to go green flag. Barney the flagman waves the green flag, and they are underway. Eric Burkhalter on the bottom, off into turn one. Michael Christian up there on the high side, trying to get back to the lead, and it looks like Joseph Smith might have just barely tapped that tire wall we talked about at the entrance to pit road. Watch and see if he gives it a little more room. Doesn't look like he took any damage, but it did look like he just nudged that yellow tire sticking out there. That is Doug tires. Those belong to Doug Tire and Orton. Joseph Smith now suddenly in the lead, and I have no idea. I think Eric Burkhalter blinked. Not sure what happened, but massive change in the running order. Eric Burkhalter now showing a lap down, no longer on the track. He, I believe, got disconnected. I believe that's what the yellow is for. There was no incident on track. He just suddenly disappeared. We'll take a look here and make sure of that, but it's showing that everybody's passing Burkhalter, but you just don't see him on track right there. I think whatever happened to him, he blinked out and disappeared from the race, and that drew a caution. Glitch in the matrix. Funny part of that is when he blinked back in from where he was, the time actually is lap time, where everybody else is running 17.2 and above. He was actually 0.2 of a second faster than everybody else, just due to a little glitch. So at least he's got that going for him tonight. Yeah, it showed his top speed as like 106 miles an hour, which on this half-mile track, not going to happen. All right. Pace truck about to drop off. We'll go green flag racing again. Now it is Zach Bache and Joseph Smith on the front row. Joseph on the bottom, Zach on the top. Green flag in the air. 2 laps to go. Joseph Smith gets a good jump on him on the restart. Down the back straightaway. He's coming around to take the white flag. How low will he go? Will he be a little bit gun-shy about being on the wall after the earlier tire tap? No, he's not. He's right there. White flag in the air. Michael Christian in second now. Gets around Zach Bache. Zach to third. Fourth place is Doug McLaughlin. He is closing fast. Will he have enough time to pick up a position here? It's not looking good. At the moment, though, it is Joseph Smith for the win. Michael Christian second. Zach Bache third. Doug McLaughlin fourth. Dakota Wilson 5th, and Wesley Schreiner comes back 6th. All right, heat number 2 will be Butch Baker and Brian Mansfield on the front row. These two have been battling so far every race this season. You heard, or you may not have heard Brian Mansfield talk about him and Butch been back and forth countless times this season. Andrew Thornton and Doug Tyre Norton on the second row. David Tormasci and Michael Scruggs on the third row. Oh no! Eric Burkhalter lost power. He is getting booted back, so hopefully he will be back in for the feature. But definitely a heartbreak. Burkhalter had a fast car. He'll have to start way in the back after that. Bit of a heartbreak there. Now, everybody watching, drop in the comments, cheer Eric on here. Help him get back to the front where he was when he gets in the feature. Give him a little love out there. All right, one more time by for the pace truck. Butch Baker, Brian Mansfield, they have been swapping feature wins so far. The first 2 races of the season, each of them has a win here. Who will it be tonight if Eric Burkhalter gets back out there? Couldn't he upset these guys and be the third winner of the season? Or can Doug Tyre Norton get up there and show them all how it's done? Excuse me. Pace truck diving in. Green flag is back in the air. Heat number 2 is underway as Brian Mansfield and Butch Baker go off into turn 1. Mansfield up on the high side, getting all as much momentum. But Butch Baker down on the bottom, and he's going to bring Andrew Thornton with him to second. Now Andrew looking to the bottom, has that nose right on the inside wall in the middle of the turn. Oh, Andrew gets a little bit of Mansfield. Both of them keep it going straight, but Andrew Thornton going backwards quite a few spots. Now Mansfield losing a spot to Doug Tyre Norton as Doug Norton moves into second. David Tormasci sitting right there in the 31 car, just lurking. Or I'm sorry, Tormasci was in the 33. Andrew Thornton in the 31, now starting to recover. He's going to try and get back around Mansfield here. Meanwhile, Butch Baker is off the front and has a little bit of a lead right now, just over 1 second, and just ran the fastest lap, and he's the first driver to break the 17-second mark tonight. Doug Norton in second. Andrew Thornton gets around Brian Mansfield for third. Mansfield not done with him yet. And Michael Scruggs right there with him. Three laps to go as Mansfield and Thornton continue to battle. And now Scruggs getting in the middle of this. He's trying to find the line under Brian Mansfield. Out of 2. Can't quite get there. Brian Mansfield said before the race he was going to work that high line and definitely moving up the track, trying to find some speed. But now Scruggs looking to the bottom. On corner entry has the advantage. Getting a bit of a run off 2. Down into turn 3. Coming to the white flag, Butch Baker has extended his lead to 1.5 seconds. Doug Norton has a half a second lead over Andrew Thornton, and Brian Mansfield, Michael Scruggs continue to battle it out on the final lap. At the line, it is Butch Baker for the win, Doug Tire Norton second, Andrew Thornton third, Brian Mansfield fourth, Michael Scruggs is fifth, and David Tormashy comes home sixth. All right, let's see if Eric Burkhalter got back in here for the warm-up session and hopefully can get into the race. Everything was booting back up during that second heat, so hopefully he'll be able to make it back in there while they're in their warm-up. Great chance to hit the snack bar and the share button. Doug Tire Norton's fastest right to about even. No, Butch Baker comes flying out there. And now Andrew Thornton is the fastest one in the warm-up. It is worth reminding you that each session the Outlaws they refresh the track state, so it is back to a zero-use track for each state, or for each session. For each heat, qualifying, and the warm-up and practice, they all start with a fresh track state. Lets everybody get a chance to run on some fresh dirt and adjust as the track changes. Take a look at the temperature again real quick, and the track temperature has come down a little bit, as has the air temperature. Track temperature not as big a deal with a dirt car as it is with the asphalt cars, but it still has a bit of an impact. Oh, as Andrew Thornton sends it into one and gets a little bit of the wall there. Brian Mansfield currently the fastest on track. Butch Baker currently fourth fastest on track. Butch and Brian been trading that top spot all so far this season, the first two races. Hopefully we'll see if anybody can unseat them here. 20 seconds left. Will Burkhalter make it back in? He is in the session, and he's rolling out on track. So power back for Eric, and he will get to run here. We'll see if he can work his way forward after that power outage in the middle of the heat. We'll see if he can get his way back to the front. Graham Nucky cheering on Brian DeBoss Mansfield. Really? That comes as a shock. Don't you still owe him one, Graham? All right. Here we go for the feature. It'll be Joseph Smith and Butch Baker on the front row. Michael Christian and Doug Tire Norton on the second row. Zach Bache and Andrew Thornton on the third row. Doug McLaughlin and Brian Mansfield on the fourth row. Dakota Wilson and Michael Scruggs on the fifth row. Wesley Schreiner and David Tormashy are 11th and 12th. 13th is Eric Burkhalter after leading early on in his heat, losing power. He's got a long way to go. Pace truck starting to roll around. They'll have two warm-up laps here. And I have heard that as the season goes on, these guys will be practicing with one of the new features in iRacing where they can control how many pace laps they have. So we might see some shorter pace laps. We might see where the out laps, when they're stacked up properly, they cut it short. And we might get to see a lot more green flag racing because of it. However, new toys with iRacing does sometimes take a little bit of practice to make sure you're getting it right. Pace truck is going to drop off, and we will go live, or we will go green rather, for the 35 lap feature here. Pace truck dropping off. Green flag in the air. Joseph Smith is down and away. Interesting side note about Volusia. The green flag drops as soon as the pace car's nose is on pit road. So you could almost have a car drive through the pace car. Down into turn number 3, and they are still stacked up all the way around the track. 3 wide in some places. But up front, it is still Joseph Smith in the lead. Quick check on Eric Burkhalter. He is starting to make his way forward. He is now up to 11th after starting in 13th and trying to get 10th as he battles Dakota Wilson and Andrew Thornton on the bottom. He is making that high line work here tonight. Doug McLaughlin is also on the move. He's picked up 1 spot. Michael Scruggs has picked up 2 spots already as well. Up from 10th. Fastest car that time, though, was Michael Christian, who came in tonight 4th in points. Up front, it is still Joseph Smith, but Butch Baker on the high side trying to make a move here. Not seen the high line work real well in these mods yet, but looks like Butch has got something figured out there. He's got the run on the outside, and it looks like Joseph Smith wobbled in the middle of turn 3 and 4, and now it'll be Butch Baker to the lead. He brings Michael Christian with him. Now Christian looking to the bottom. Joseph Smith fighting back behind him. Zach Bache now has worked his way up into 4th, getting around Doug Norton. Seeing that high side starting to work for some of these guys. Zach has moved his line up, trying to look up on the high side. Doug McLaughlin up to 6th, Brian Mansfield up to 7th, and the man of the hour, Eric Burkhalter, now in the top 10. He has picked up 3 positions so far. Little loose. It looks like he might have had a little help there coming out of turn 2, but holds on to it, slips up into 9th, and he is really making that top line work right now. Butch Baker looks like he has moved his line up about a lane now through 1 and 2 at least. And Michael Christian now looking, he was running high and dove down to the inside, almost catches the inside tires. Front group staying single file. A little further back, Eric Burkhalter as he's trying to work his way through the crowd. They're in the 71, trying to find a way around Doug McLaughlin now on the bottom. And a great side-by-side battle between Dakota Wilson and Michael Scruggs. They have been swapping that position. They've been swapping 10th for a couple of laps now. Burkhalter really dove it in under McLaughlin there coming off of turn 4. Can he make something happen in 1 and 2? McLaughlin way high, slows down, gets a little bit of the wall. A couple of cars are going to get by. Eric Burkhalter to 8th, Scruggs to 9th. Meanwhile, Butch Baker up front, still under constant attack from Michael Christian. Joseph Smith currently running in 3rd. Zach Bache is 4th. Doug Tyre Norton in 5th, but Brian Mansfield looking to the inside through 3 and 4. Right in front of him, Zach Bache making a move on Joseph Smith for 3rd now. A little bit of a drift. Oh, did they touch coming out of turn 2? Joseph Smith now going backwards a little bit. Zach Bache to the front. No, it looks like Joseph is having something wrong with the handling on that car. He has been way loose off the last turn. over the last lap coming up off the turns. Michael Christian still looking for a way around Butch Baker. He better hurry because Zach Bache is on the attack. "19 laps to go. First caution." Looks like Michael Scruggs is involved. We'll watch Michael Scruggs as he dives in on the bottom. The 15 car just gets into the back bumper. I believe that was Wesley Schreiner that got into the back bumper. Let's double check that. No, that was not the car of Wesley Schreiner. Left. Oh, Wesley had nowhere to go. Just dove right in there. Butch Baker continuing to lead. That was David Tormasci in the, it shows the 972, but the side of the car says 15. Butch Baker so far has led almost every single lap here. Brian DeBoss Mansfield now up to fourth. Graham Nucky telling him to give him the chair. Brian Mansfield, of course, being a professional wrestler, goes by DeBoss, so that would explain that one. Butch Baker, Michael Christian starting on the front row. Zach Bache, Brian Mansfield right behind them. Both of those guys have come through a lot of traffic to be where they are. Eric Burkhalter now up into 8th, and with a restart, an opportunity to pick up some more positions very quickly before they spread out. Pace truck is going in. Green flag back in the air, and they are down and away. Off into turn 1, side by side, everywhere. Burkhalter already picking up one spot, up to 7th, and looking to the outside of Doug Norton. And now they're going to go 3 wide. Will they go 4 wide? No, they do not, but Burkhalter up the middle, looking for a way between Bache and Joseph Smith. Brian Mansfield now up to 3rd. Right behind him, Eric Burkhalter now up to 4th, loses a little bit of ground in the corner, gets into the side of Zach Bache. They managed to keep the cars going straight, but lose a lot of ground on the leaders. Zach Bache holds on to 4th. Brian Mansfield losing a little bit of ground in 3rd place. Michael Christian still right on the back bumper of Butch Baker, looking for a way around, almost gets him in the quarter panel. Coming off of turn 4, nothing there yet, but as the track slicks off, they're going to run out of places to run the car. Although Brian Mansfield did tell me before the race that these cars do really, really well in the slick here, so we'll see how it goes. Michael Scruggs involved in an incident, no caution, he got towed to pit road. Let's see what happened to Scruggs. He drifts up into the corner. Doug Norton barely manages to avoid it. And Scruggs gets towed quickly enough to not draw the caution. Butch Baker, Michael Christian continue to battle. Brian Mansfield is caught back up. And Eric Burkhalter started in 13th, up to 5th, and battling for 4th place. Now Michael Christian, who's been trying to find a line around Butch Baker this whole time, still cannot find a way around, and any mistake is going to have Brian Mansfield right there with him. Brian Mansfield loses a little bit of ground there with 11 laps to go, and Eric Burkhalter finally finds a way around Zach Bache, now back up into 4th place. After starting way back in 13th due to a power outage in his heat that he was leading that heat when the power went out and he got removed from the race, did not get to finish his heat, did not get to do any warm-up time, coming out here and charging from the back. With 9 laps to go, though, Eric is 2 seconds back from the leaders. Will he have enough time to close back up on him? And it's one thing to get to Butch Baker, but it's a whole different story trying to find a way around him tonight, as Michael Christian is showing. Butch Baker came into the night leading the points, 8 points ahead of Brian Mansfield. Brian Mansfield wanted to get a good finish here tonight to close that points gap back up, but as they run now, Butch Baker is going to extend that points lead just a little bit. Caution is out. Andrew Thornton involved. And Burkhalter might get another chance. Let's see what happened with Thornton as he goes off into turn 3. Oh! We talked about how they run down on the wall and that exit on turn 4 in those tires, but sometimes running down on the wall with your nose right there means you accidentally catch the inside wall. Butch Baker continues to lead. Michael Christian is 2nd. Brian Mansfield is 3rd. Eric Burkhalter is 4th. Now the question becomes, can Burkhalter on this restart pick up a couple of positions? He's picked up at least one position on every restart, but he's got Brian Mansfield in front of him. He's got Michael Christian and Butch Baker, who has so far tonight dominated this race. Christian has not been able to find a way around him. Brian Mansfield has not been able to get to him yet. With one final restart, who is it going to be? Looks like the lights are out on the pace car. They will go green flag this time. Gary Thomason cheering on Dakota Wilson. Graham Nucky saying Eric Burkhalter is going to pull this one off. Pace truck is in and green flag is in the air. Butch Baker starts a little bit higher, so they can't pass him before the start-finish line. Off into turn 1. He's up above the slick. Burkhalter right there with him. 5 laps to go. Can he do anything with him, though, is the question. As Joseph Smith on the bottom starting to come back. He is under Zach Bache. Can he get back up here and do something with these guys? Eric Burkhalter has a little bit of a run off of turn 2. Can't do anything with it yet. He is looking low. Still nothing doing yet, and Butch Baker continuing to lead. Michael Christian has not been able. Now Michael Christian sticks the nose in, coming through 1 and 2. Can't get to him yet, and Burkhalter is under Mansfield for 3rd. Burkhalter to the bottom through 3 and 4. Can he carry enough momentum to complete the pass? Not yet. But Mansfield certainly knows he is there now. Zach Bache now back up into 5th. And Butch Baker coming out of turn 4 will see the flagman raise the white flag in the air. 1 lap to go for Butch Baker. And Eric Burkhalter diving to the inside, coming off of turn 2. Nothing doing yet. Everybody's going to send it through 3 and 4. Zach Bache actually looking low. Brian Mansfield making a move low. Oh, Michael Christian in the wall. Did he finish second? He came across the line in second place, upside down. Butch Baker wins. Michael Christian finishes upside down in second. Brian Mansfield finishes third. Eric Burkhalter is fourth. Zach Bache is fifth. Joseph Smith comes home sixth. Dakota Wilson picks up a couple of spots for seventh. Andrew Thornton is eighth. Wesley Schreiner is ninth. 10th place is Doug McLaughlin. Doug Norton, David Tormasci, and Michael Scruggs rounding out the field. What a finish we had here tonight, folks. All right, let's see if we can talk to a couple of our drivers, and let's just start with Michael Christian because I want to talk to him about that finish. Hey, Michael, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
I got you, buddy.
Hey, first off, let's talk about the finish. I didn't know if you'd be able to hold on to second as you came across the start-finish line on your hood, but you did.
I felt like I had a run on the high side, just trying to stick it. I wasn't trying to keep it clean against Butch. Butch is a real good racer, but no, I'm glad I hung on the second there.
Well, it was really close. Brian Mansfield, 0.07 of a second behind you at the line, and obviously, if you'd been on your wheels, you probably would have had that a little bit more, a little bit quicker. But still, a heck of a finish and a heck of a show there.
Yeah, no, that was a real good run between the top three, top five. Real good, clean racing. I mean, just a real good series you guys put together for us.
Well, congratulations, man. A second place finish, nothing to sneeze at tonight.
Let's just hope we can rebound again and come back next weekend and get us another podium.
All right. I am sure you will. And Brian Mansfield, you come home in third place tonight. Still a heck of a battle again, and picking up quite a few positions to get to the front.
Yeah, it was a good race. Early in the race, had to kind of be patient, pick them off one at a time, and there at the end, he actually beat me by 0.03 of a second. There at the end, I thought when he got loose at the top side, he got loose on the top side, and I thought I had him, but didn't. I'll tell you what, it was a good race. So all the way through the field, great racing, especially at the top three. Congratulations to Butch on his win, and Michael for second. And proud. I'll tell you what, it was good. These cars are a lot of fun.
All right, man. Congratulations. A great finish. And Butch Baker, what a dominant win tonight, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I about screwed it up on the last corner, though.
It didn't look like you slowed down too terribly much. It looked like they closed the gap on you a little bit, but everybody made a little bit of a bobble there, and you managed to pull off the win after pretty much walking the field around the track all night.
Yeah. The car felt good tonight. Man, I was really worried with Michael behind me because I know he's a good racer, and then I knew Mansfield was behind him, and if I made one mistake, they were going to get around me, and I almost made that mistake right on the last corner, but luckily I was able to hold on and hold them off for a win.
And you came into the night with an 8-point lead over Brian Mansfield, obviously going to extend that a little bit. Third week into the season, that's got to be a happy thought.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is a good series and a good league, and I'm proud to be a part of it. And these guys are no slouches, and I don't know, it feels really good.
Well, congratulations. And by the way, Brian Mansfield, Graham Nucky says he wants you to have his baby.
I don't know about all that.
Have his baby.
Well, congratulations, you guys. That was a heck of a show, a heck of a race tonight, and congratulations.
Thanks for the broadcast, guys, and some real good racing there, guys. Brian and Butch, real good racing.
Yeah, you too, Mike. You too, Brian.
Yeah, great race, guys.
Thanks, Doug. You guys put on a hell of a show.
All right, thanks, guys. All right, that was our top three from the 358 D2 series with the Outlaws. What a race. What a bunch of races tonight. The 305 race was a bit crazy, and a lot of back and forth again in the 358 race. Shout out to Eric Burkhalter, who came from dead last to finish fourth tonight after that power outage. A heck of a run out of him as well. And especially congratulations to Butch Baker for the win in the 358 mods. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitch, the Twitter, the YouTubes, and the website, htsai.net. You can find all the broadcast schedules there, and we should be streaming a little bit of dirt stuff ourselves tomorrow morning, so a lot of fun. Don't forget to go check out the MS race stuff on Facebook. Please donate if you can. That is very important to my family and I, me having MS. So really appreciate everybody who has donated so far. Thank you all. Thank you everybody from Outlaw. And thank you guys for watching tonight. That was a great night of racing from everybody and a lot of fun to call those. Hope you all had as much fun as I did, and hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night.